All right, we got Seth and Man Bear Pig playing as the Mongols and the Italians. This is on Runestone time here. And they are playing Bombeater, playing as the Franks, and Old Crooked Woody playing as the Burmese. Burmese is an interesting pick. You don't see a lot of Burmese. Why would you pick Burmese? Infantry. Get extra attack. Solid. Battle Elephants. Monastery Techs. So I'm guessing we're going to see some kind of infantry play out of Woody. This is a play all three, actually. Let me change that. Change that, catch back up. Bombeater going for the old boar. Nothing like going for a wild boar. Bombeater, you can put your troops inside of your TC, your villagers. You gotta learn that. Bombeater's like getting much better at this game, but they're still learning. I think they're gonna be a solid player eventually, but they're still in the beginning phases here. You can see they're behind a decent amount of villagers. 15 villagers versus 18. Seth also has a lot of idle TC time though, so that maybe it'll kind of factor out. I'd say in terms of like level on these guys, I think that Man Bear Pig and Seth are definitely higher level. They played me and Ballant on the ladder the other day, and they went Cumans, Armenians, and they did full Rams and infantry, and they absolutely wrecked us. Like, absolutely wrecked us. So, but that was like a one specific strategy that they did very well. Is that adding a barracks in the back? Playing as the Mongols, so you're probably going to see scout opening and maybe into cav archers, be my guess. Second boar coming in. No pushing of the hunt for Bombeater. Let's see, is Woody pushing any hunt? Woody actually chose to mill his hunt, which isn't terrible, but definitely not as efficient. I don't see the hunt. There's the hunt for Seth. Seth's pushing it in. Only one left, so they pushed in a lot. But Seth is the first up. And their barracks just got down. Let's see what they're going to make. Typically, you're going to see they're housed, actually. Or Man Bear Pig is housed. Typically, you're gonna make a stable right away. I don't see them making a stable. Barracks coming up for Man Bear Pig now. And Woody is up. Let's see, did Woody make any infantry? Woody did not make any infantry yet. Oh, they did actually. They have 2 in queue. They're making them now. And barracks coming up for Bombeater. I think we're going to see. There's a stable. It's a little bit late, but I mean, better late than never from Seth. Woody actually stole a couple of geese. Nothing like stealing geese. I stole geese in a 2v2 earlier today. Felt great. It felt just absolutely fantastic, I gotta say. Man Bear Pig getting a very interesting, like, wall up. It's actually a little bit late, but I think Woody's a little bit late. Woody's moving forward, and actually, Seth sees that. Seth killed the scout. We have a bear involved. Bears are pretty formidable early. Man alarm upgrade coming in from Woody, so typically you'd like to be a little bit faster than this if you're Woody. But they are getting a response. A spear and a scout coming at them. Early game, like, infantry will beat scouts. Like, I'm not even sure why that is. It just seems like infantry always beats scouts. And we have scouts coming out from Bombeater. So Bombeater needs to do some damage. Woody, a little bit late on the walls. Seth's is in on Woody's gold over here. That's going to hurt. Does Woody have any reaction? Yes, but a little bit late. Woody also needs to finish these walls here, too. I really like this play from Man Bear Pig, though. Like this little... It's just aesthetically pleasing. House, 3 walls, house, 3 walls, house, 3 walls, house, 3 walls, house. Like, it's just a beautiful walling. Man Bear Pig, it's nicely done, I gotta say. Holler if you're in the chat if you're watching this. We have Seth and Man Bear Pig versus Woody and Bombeater. And, oh, Woody had the chance to wall this up and didn't finish it. And this is gonna be really devastating. Bombeater is making some scouts, moving forward. It looks like they're trying to double team Seth. And actually, Woody took less losses here than I thought he would have. But this is why you got a wall. I mean, just watch. Look at this beautiful walling right to the wall there, the back edge, I guess. But if Bombeater can do some damage here, they could definitely get some value from these scouts. Let's see. Seth is paying attention though, and Woody's here as well with some infantry. So double team on Seth. And Seth has scouts in the back of Woody's base. Man Bear Pig also has archers on Bombeater's woodline, and that's going to be devastating. It's going to be very devastating. Seth is getting scale mail armor, which affects infantry, so I'm not sure why they're getting that exactly. Might have been a misclick. They don't have any, and they have a couple of pikes, maybe just to get the pike stronger. But yeah, Bombeater's losing a lot of vills here. And ring the bell, but it's actually just too late to ring the bell. The damage is already done. And yeah, Seth Man Bear Pig definitely showing that they are the higher ELO team here. For sure. So the problem with Bombeater right now is he can't take this gold. Bombeater, if you watch this back, just next time, just always take gold in the back of your base. Same thing with the wood line, take it in the back of the base. Like these were just asking to be devastated. And what Man Bear Pig is doing right now is just has these archers on stand ground. And not going to be much of a response. Bombeater's going to send these scouts back, but the problem is I think the problem is going to be that these archers can just kill those scouts, especially if they're paying attention and microing. And 80 vills to 60. Castle Age coming in for Seth right now. And Bombeater's going to this back wood line. And going to this back goal, but archers are on the way. They need an answer for these archers. Now, these 4 scouts actually could probably take out these 2 archers, then take out these archers, and then maybe go for these archers, but you just need more army. But we have Castle on the way for both of them. Seth is getting bloodlines. I think Seth is, let's see if they're going to continue with stables. They're going to continue with stables, so I think we're going to see, we're definitely going to see more Cav out of them. Mongols, oftentimes you're going to see them going into Cav archers. But I think we're probably going to see light Cav. But let's see what they make. And yeah, that's what I mean. The scouts are just going to, they're going to lose to the archers if we don't have numbers on them. And this has a lot of pressure for Bombeater to try to deal with that. I notice a lot of these low elo games, it comes down to walling. Like if you wall early, you're okay. If you wall poorly, you're not okay. And I want to see what Seth's gonna make here. Step Lancers, okay. And forward archery ranges for Man Bear Pig. They already have 2 archery ranges back here, no? Yeah, they have 2 back here, so they're going for 4 archery ranges as the Italians. And yeah, I mean, Bombeater is just in such a tough spot here. Tower coming up now. Probably needed the tower a lot earlier. Castle is on the way for Woody, so Woody might have a chance to make something to clean this up. Burmese, man. You just don't see a lot of Burmese. Battle elephants. I mean, you're not going to make battle elephants, right? Knights. Burmese get knights, right? I mean, I think your best bet is just to go all in knights on 1 TC if you're Woody. And hope for the best. Maybe you can clear out these crossbow, but the crossbow numbers are pretty high right now. That's the issue. And this tower is good. Let's see. Red's going to find the tower right now. And yeah, Red's doing a really good job of keeping these crossbow underneath the tower. Killed these vills. It's 5 vills in the tower, but a lot of damage is taken. And yeah, they're just stand grounding on all these resources. That's rough. And we have full step lancers from blue. Seth's coming in with the step lancers to Woody. Woody, not sure what the reaction's going to be. Woody's 14 seconds away from Castle Age. They're on stone. How much stone are they floating right now? They have 500 stones. They can get a castle up pretty soon. Oh, and they called it though. GG, good try. I mean, like I said, definitely it's, you know, there's a higher elo team between the two of them. I like watching this game though because Woody and Bombeater are going to have another game against Parker and Dixon, I believe right after this. And I think it's going to be a little bit more in their wheelhouse from like what they're able to do. Seth, Man Bear Pig are, you know, one of the better teams in the low elo for sure. They took a game from Panda and Epic, who are definitely the best team. They took a game from myself and Ballant, who are probably the second best team, or maybe the third best team. So let's see if we can find the next game. It's so weird. I'm going to turn my display on. Like, I don't know why, but my AoE 2 is full screen, and I don't know how to change it. Like, it never was full screen before. Like, dual screen, full screen. And I don't know how to... Maybe there's, like, a way to do it. I didn't change anything, but there wasn't... there was a thing. But it's weird because it only shows it on one screen. Uh-oh. I got a problem here. I actually can't see the screen that I need to see. Okay. It's gonna exit out and go back into it. Let's see what that does. Yeah, this full, it's not even full screen. It's like in the middle of my screens. I don't know how to change it. Let me see if I can go to the settings. Graphics maybe? Resolution? Oh, full display mode, full desktop, full screen. There we go. That's so weird. I didn't change that. I did not change that. It just changed on its own. Okay. Anyway, I found it though. All right, this should be under, I think it was under Seth last time. I'm so confused what Panda is saying. I think they only played 2 games. I could be wrong. Let me double check. Let me see if Woody is still streaming. That's the move. Am I not being clear? So I'm arguing, not arguing. I'm explaining the CCL rankings, and Panda is ranked 19th, and he's saying, why is he second? This just says rank right here. Okay, he finally gets it. He finally understands it. All right, let me see if Woody is still streaming. If he is, I gotta watch an ad. Hold on. I think it was Seth setting up the lobby. It was a different man, Bear Pig. Oh, they're playing Dixon now. Oh, okay. So that ends that set. Let's see. They're going right into it. I don't know who had the lobby set up though. Maybe Paul Parker. He has a weird name though. P41. Oh, found it. All right, we're gonna get into it. Let me change the stream name. All right, so Parker playing as the Hindustanis in the blue. Dixon playing as the Britons. They're playing on Hideout. Hindustani and Britons, pretty good solid picks. I like both of them, actually. And then Woody is playing as the Malians in the teal here, and then his teammate Bombeater is playing as the Ethiopians. I think we're going to see a bit more of a competitive set here compared to the last game. Let me just make sure I'm streaming the right stuff. I am. Okay. Okay, should be good. All right, so what to expect here? So, I mean, obviously Dixon. I think we're gonna see archers out of Dixon. We're gonna see archers out of Bombeater. I think they're gonna go. I'm just gonna call it. I think both these teams are gonna fight in Feudal Age. I don't think they're gonna be like fast castling. I could be mistaken. We shall see. Thanks, Derby. Thanks for watching, by the way. I always shout out you, Derby, whenever I can. I say that is what a man is supposed to be. I kid, but I do say nice things about you. Now, the Malians is an interesting pick. I've seen Woody go Malians many times. He likes them. I think I went to them last game. Am I crazy? He likes them for their infantry. I think we're going to see maybe man-at-arms rush from Woody. If you look at this map, you have double forward gold on Bombeater's side, which is really rough if you do get pressured on that side because you don't really have good access to gold. So that could be really rough. You know, this map's a little bit more solid. You know, you do want your stone in the back if you can. This stone's really rough, actually, for Dixon. If Dixon gets castle dropped on this side, they're going to be in trouble. But at least their gold is nice and safe. Look at Woody's base. Woody has a perfect base. You got back gold, back berries, back stone. I mean, Woody couldn't ask for a better base than this. They're kind of walling up in a weird way. They're walling sort of this side of the base, Woody is. Whereas you can easily get pressured on this side, and this is going to be open. And if it's not open, you're going to have to, like, re-wall it. But it's not the end of it. It's not, like, a bad thing at all. I think it's solid. Man Bear Pig did ask me. Let me just hang on. Let me just respond to him. I'm just telling Man Bear Pig that he asked me if I casted that last game. I did. Wants to watch it back. The only problem that I don't like with Twitch with the VODs is they're great. They save them and all that, but you have to end the stream to watch the VOD. I wish you could just like rewind the stream somehow. YouTube, I think, is the same way. I don't think you can like rewind it. YouTube quality is a little bit better. That's why I like YouTube. All right, so we have a barracks coming up for Dixon. I'm thinking we're going to see Feudal Age for all these players. We do have 2 going to gold, so we might see early archers out of the Britain player, which would make sense. Now, from Paul Parker, I would, yeah, he's going ahead. He's gonna take the deer. You know, it's slightly inefficient here, but not the worst, not the end of the world. Like, he could push him in, but it's also not. It's not the end of the world. I want to see what Woody's going to do, though. $20 vills and 3 more in queue. So I'm thinking Woody's going to actually fast castle. They're just putting their mill down now. But they took their they took all their sheep, not their sheep, their deer. The deer were taken. Okay, Derby. I hear you on that. So it's nice if you can rewind. Yeah, because a lot of people want to watch. Like, I was watching someone stream the other day, and I wanted to watch the like the game before. I don't know if it was like just what game it was, but I just wanted to watch the game before, and I couldn't. I had to wait until the VOD came out, and it was like, that's a pain. That's why I started streaming on YouTube and Twitch. When I'm on my computer, I can do it. When I'm on my Xbox, I can't. Now, Bombeater really should be taking these deer. Even if you're taking them, you know, long carry them, it's definitely better than not taking them, especially before farms. Now, you don't want to build any farms when you have free food. But they haven't built farms yet, so let's see what he does. Woody at 24, Vils 24 and 22. So Dixon is kind of fast castling as well, but they built a barracks. So I think that they might add the archery range as their second building, archery range and a blacksmith. Be my guess. Let's see what the food count looks like. Yeah, see, Dixon only has 400 food, but they do have, like, this should be, like, another 400 food right here, actually. So that should just be enough to get up to Castle Age by itself. Parker already has the food for Castle Age. It's pretty wild. Parker's missing a little bit of gold. They're going to be delayed on the gold, actually. The gold's going to hold them down. When I do that, when I like don't have my economy right, I'll get the upgrades. Let's see if they get the upgrades. Like, just go ahead and get the lumber camp upgrade. Maybe even get the mill upgrade or the gold upgrade. But they're going to be a little bit, just slightly delayed. Building a blacksmith and building a market. Okay. So their build's looking pretty smooth, actually. Paul Parker. I like their build a lot. Woody going blacksmith market. So my prediction of anyone fighting in Feudal Age was, I mean, completely wrong. Like, nobody is fighting in Feudal Age. Every single one of them is going fast castle. Which I don't love. Like, if you're actually playing this map correctly, I feel like you're going to fight in Feudal Age. Because if you get pressured in Feudal Age and you're fast castling, it's not like Arena where they can't get in. Like, they're going to get in. I mean, as I say that, I don't know how to play this map that well. I've lost two of our losses have been on hideout. Like, we're not good at hideout. I'm not good at hideout. It's that kind of thing where I think I understand it, but I don't. Woody, you drive me crazy with your lumber camp, with your mining camps, man. Just put it one tile away, bro. Every time I watch your game, I point this out. And I know you don't watch them back, probably. But just one tile away. So Castle Age is going to be first for Paul Parker and Dixon. Woody has clicked up. Bombeater is close. So Bombeater, your mistake here, if you watch this back, is you have too much on wood. When you're doing fast castle, you only need like 4 on wood, and then everyone else can be on food. Also, not taking the hunt earlier definitely set you back. Yeah, and hideout, I feel like being aggressive is better. If you fast castle, I feel like you're just too vulnerable. Like, these walls do not hold. Otherwise, you're just like trying to repair and trying to build, and it's just not good. That was the game that I had against Man Bear Pig. Derby, low elo in this actually would be well above 1,000. Woody's around like 1,400, I think. Bombeater is probably like 1,200 or so. I don't know. Maybe 1,100, 1,000, something like that. Dixon and Parker, I don't know. But I'm in the same bracket, and I'm like 15 something. But they determined it in a weird way. Like, they didn't determine it based on 1v1s. They determined it based on like team elo, I think. Man Bear Pig, I don't think they used the team. I know this for a fact. I shouldn't say I think. Like, I know. They used the team elo. Like, your team elo is what they use to determine your initial starting bracket. Yeah, so these numbers are PC 1v1 ELO. So you can see Dixon and Parker are 900-ish. Woody's 900-ish. So that's against PC, though. Dixon putting up a bit of a defensive castle. Paul Parker is putting up a siege workshop and making mangonels. So they're going to push Bombeater. Let's see if Bombeater knows how to defend against this. Bombeater's going for a second TC. No production buildings for military yet. And only one TC from Paul Parker. So in theory, Bombeater should be able to get a better eco. But they're going to be disrupted from the mangonel. And when you're getting pushed by mangonels like this, you could build mangonels of your own is probably the best thing to do. You could also get a castle up. You could also build something like knights. So let's see how they react. They are the Ethiopians, so you'd think they'd be going archery ranges, but they're definitely a little bit behind. Also, Bombeater, if you do watch this back, you probably want to build your TC with maybe like 6 villagers. I think that's kind of the sweet spot. We're getting dual castles on this side, though. I think Woody and Dixon are going to have a battle. 2 TCs. So the northern team, so Woody and Bombeater both are on 2 TCs. No, Woody's only on 1 TC. Woody opted for the castle. Bombeater's on 2. The southern team, Dixon and Parker, are just on 1 each. But for Bombeater, I really would like to see some military production very soon, because I think they're going to get blindsided. It's only 1 mangonel, though, for Paul Parker. And Paul Parker is making scouts as well. And Gabettos. I think we're going to see mass Gabettos. And we got longbows. Who wins? Longbows versus Gabettos. Let's see. Let's do the math here. Gabettos have no pierce armor, if I'm reading this correctly. Yeah, Gabettos have no pierce armor, so that's not good when you're going up against a unit that has a lot of attack and a lot of range. Now, Parker only made 1 mangonel and hasn't attacked yet. So they're giving Bombeater a lot of time. Let's see. Bombeater is at 38 vills with 10 more in queue. Paul Parker is at 40 vills with 3 more in queue. So Bombeater definitely could outproduce with the double TCs compared to the 1 TC. And we have a third... Oh, wait. We have 3 TCs from Bombeater. Bombeater's getting a nice little boom going. But I do worry what happens when they get attacked. How many farms for Bombeater? 13 farms. So they're still about 5 farms behind just what they need for villager production. And adding a siege workshop. And I'm not sure if they saw these mangonels at all. Doesn't look like it, because that barracks is getting denied too. Yeah, no barracks is going to be rough. Let's see what's going on over here. We have rams, and we have, I think these Gabettos are going to go in the rams. How many Gabettos do we have? 8 Gabettos. They're in the castle. No, the Gabettos are in the rams now. The Gabettos are in the rams. They're moving forward. Longswords are not going to be able to do much to rams. Like, the longswords are not going to do anything to the rams. Let's see this attack. Mangonel's going for this TC. Now this is where Bombeater just can't panic. They have to start making some units. They have to get a barracks up in the back. They're panicking though. They're ringing the town bell. And longswords come out. I mean, longbows come out. Can Woody get this castle down before these rams go down? Villagers are going for the rams. Castle's at 1,600, 1,300. I don't. This is gonna be close. Gabettos pop out. Still 2 rams there. Still repairs going. Castle's at 500. I think this castle goes down. It's at 300. The Rams are still alive. Castle goes down. That's actually pretty big. That's actually a really big win for Woody right there. And they get another castle moving forward. And the Rams are still alive. Gebettos are still alive. All the longbows are dead. But Bombeater he just wasn't prepared for this. And yeah, ringing the town bell. Bombeater is just out of sorts here. The mangonels can outrange the town center. And the villagers are going dead. This is devastating over here. Woody has to do massive damage, which Woody is prepared to do. I don't know if Woody's making any more rams, just scorpions. But I think this castle gets denied though. Dixon might go down here. Dixon's down to 22 villagers. Dixon might be dead here. If Bombeater can just hold on. I don't think Bombeater can hold on, though. Bombeater just doesn't have any military. They're making archers now. They're not even upgraded to crossbow yet. Parker's down to 14 villagers. And this castle, I don't think is going to go... Oh, the castle goes up, but it's at 3,000 HP. And Dixon is at 14 villagers, though. Bombeater's still at 31. But they have to run them. They're running them now. Okay, they're running them now. I mean, Woody might be able to make a play here. They need more rams, though. I'm not sure what this is shooting at. Okay, there it goes. The castle is going to kill the Gebettos. The town center doesn't seem like it's shooting at anything. I don't know what the town center was doing. But Woody's push stopped. 16 villagers left. This is actually quite the game. The Ram Gebetto play was smart for sure. I would have liked to see a few more Rams added. I think the Scorpions didn't do anything extra that the Gebettos weren't already doing. I think that the needed more Rams. But Woody's in a really good position to win this side if Bombeater can just get back in this game. The scores is very misleading, though. The score is very misleading. Bombeater just needs to get back in the game. What's their res look like? So they're short. They quit. I don't think they should have quit there. I don't think that was a good GG call. I think that game was not over. I mean, yeah, Parker was doing pretty well, but Parker's on 1 TC. Or Parker's on 2 TCs now. They just added this second TC, just added the farms. I mean, I don't think Woody was that far behind where Parker was. And I actually think Bombeater was, at least villager count-wise, was ahead of where I Am Dixon was. Sometimes you just got to keep fighting, you know? Don't call it till you're absolutely sure. If Woody was able to get that castle down and then he would have got that TC, he would have killed entirely, like, everything Dixon had, and then could have moved over to Paul Parker, who was only on 1 TC. But yeah, a bit of an overboom from Bombeater and not no military production. But man, yeah, they called it too soon. 100% they called it too soon. 60 vills to 48. Okay, so that's better, but it's still just barely on a second TC. But good game though. Definitely a good game. Let's see if I can find the next one. Oh man, you might be right about the PC team ELO. I know it was team ELO. I don't remember if it was PC or not. All right, we'll see. Okay, they have a lobby. Yeah, definitely good effort from Woody and Bombeater. I think I want to see Bombeater in a few months. You know, Bombeater, I know that they're putting in work because I've been playing with them a lot. And, like, I know he's going to be really, really good in the next, like, 3 to 6 months. They're going to be solid. All right, all 4 are in. What's up, Chewy? What's up, Spetty? Spetty Seth, I guess. Seth, what's up, bro? Good game against Woody and Bombeater earlier, by the way. Also, good game against me and Ballant yesterday, I think it was, with the Cuman Rams and the Armenian infantry. That's unbeatable. That's just an unbeatable strategy. Like, I don't... Unless... he's fake. That's funny. Unless, like, you're, you know... I don't even know, dude. I've done that strategy before on Arena. I've never done it in a regular map. I guess if you would, like, attack early... I guess if you attack early, it's, like, doable, but... Alright, they got a lobby. Let's get the game going. Come on. Like, I guess if we, you know, if you make enough scouts or something and you find you early, but, like, I've done that we're on Arena where you basically attack at, like, 14 minutes. And, yeah, it's just... Yeah, Armenians are just a great civ. Any water map... yeah, they get the relic. I mean, they get the fortified church instead of the monastery on pilgrims. Like... Armenian's one of the best civs in the game on certain maps, I think. All right, we're going to get into this game. Game number 2. Do Armenians start with the relic? Like, even in, like, Dark Age? That can't be right. That can't be right at all. That can't be right. You can't start with a relic. You can't... No one else can make a relic. Or can you make, oh my god, that's insane. That's so unfair. That's insanely unfair. All right, here we go. Rune Stones. Game number 2. This is game 2 or 3? Oh my god. I'm getting lost. This should be game 2, right? Game 2. Okay, so let's go. Woody is playing as the Celts. Up in the teal up here, and then their teammates below them. Bombeater is playing as the Franks. This is game 2. Okay, yeah. I watched the other set, so I'm confused. Bombeater's playing as the Franks. Woody really is always picking these infantry civs, but isn't always making infantry. So that's interesting. Dixon is playing as the Mongols. Mongols should be very good here. And Parker's playing as the Persians. Persians are a civ that you really don't want to go against. Even if you don't want to use it yourself, you want to either ban it or take it, in my opinion. Persians are they're just too strong economically. They produce villagers faster, so it's like they just always have more. Where's this guy going? Ah, he wants the other wood line. I actually think I like this wood line better. I'm not sure why the switch. This is more behind the base. Well, I guess it's closer to your teammate on that side, maybe. I don't know. Easier to wall. Man Bear Pig had a great wall last game, by the way. Great wall. I think it was on runestones. It was just straight back. It was a house, 3 walls, house, 3 walls, house, 3 walls. It was like OCD. I loved it. Woody going for the boar. So let's think about this. So Celts, Franks. Franks, I mean, I'm pretty sure Bombeater's just going to go scouts into knights, right? That's not too unpredictable. We definitely could see infantry from the Celts. We definitely can see some siege from the Celts. I mean, Man Bear Pig, I think sometimes, like, being, you know, I wouldn't call it necessarily OCD. Like, that's probably a little extreme. But just being particular with how you set up your base, I think is a good strategy. But I did love seeing it, though. The 1 house, 3 walls, 1 house, 3 walls. Like, it was a thing of beauty, you know? What's up, Tonsbomb? I'm looking forward to our game on Monday. There we go. It's better. More better. All right, so let's go Vil count. So 16 for Paul Parker playing as the Persians, 14 for Dixon, 14 for Woody, and 12 for Bombeater. Bombeater with a minute 30 idle TC. Woody with 47 seconds idle TC. 45 for Dixon. Ooh, Woody's got to be careful. Is Dixon going to garrison? Dixon did not garrison. The scout is safe. And Woody's going for the Vil. I actually like that. Now we got a weak Vil there. No loom. Woody should just go in. He's getting loom now. Good reaction from Parker, from Dixon. I mean, very solid reaction. And Parker's going to be the first up. Only is about 1 villager ahead timing-wise, though, from Woody. Only 23 seconds idle TC, though. But I think it's a matter of, is Woody going to get... Yeah, Woody's getting loom right now. So about 2 villagers up against Woody, who is the second highest Vil count. It looks like Dixon is going to fast castle on runestones. Are you crazy? I love low elo. It's just so much more entertaining to me. Like, I know the high elo guys, you know, you're watching, you know, it's like, oh, you got so many kills and, you know, your production's so good and everything's so efficient. But, man, low elo is entertaining. Like, why 4 on gold right now? Dixon canceled the extra villagers that they were making. He was making. And now they have a plan. Barracks coming up. Let's see, what's Woody doing? Woody has a barracks up. Woody's making militia now. Could have been slightly faster with it, but not terrible. This mill is in an interesting spot, not touching the berries. Hey, did Woody actually build the mining camp one space away? Dude, I think this is going to be a Woody win. Ooh, a couple of sheep being stolen, it looks like, from Bombeater. Bombeater didn't scout those sheep. Didn't push in their deer either or take any deer. We have a mill from Woody on the deer. I don't know where Parker's deer are. They're up here, so Parker didn't take the deer either. The deer on runestones they're not like impossible. Maybe pushing 1 or 2 is probably a good move. And then go scout. Alright, Woody's moving forward with 2 militia. They scouted Dixon's base pretty well because they were attacking this villager. They know there's a weak villager there too. Man-at-Arms is 26 seconds away for Woody. Woody might want to wait just the tiniest bit. If you wait there, maybe you get a kill. And some quick walls. Blacksmith stable coming up. Alright, that's 1 Vil kill for Woody. And I think he's sending more Man-at-Arms. I think we're just going to see a bunch of Man-at-Arms in here. And it's going to be tough for Dixon to react. Yeah, Dixon's taking a lot of idle TC, but I think we have scouts going for Bombeater. And we've seen Bombeater it doesn't react super well. Needs farms. Doesn't have any farms out yet. Hasn't taken the straggler trees either. Blacksmith going up with just 1 villager though. These scouts are probably going to get some damage here. Let's see. Ah, and the town bell. Yeah, you're better off just fighting that Bombeater if you watch this back. Pardon me. And Dixon looks like kind of was able to minimize the damage over here. Eco KD, he's only taking 1 damage. Bombeater's taking 2, but the idle TC is the real thing. So the best thing to do in this situation is just click on one of these scouts and see if they have any upgrades. And if they don't, you're better off just fighting them. Like the Watchtower might help a little bit. But Watchtower doesn't really deter scouts that much. Scouts can kind of usually run around it, and they already have, they start with 2 pierce armor before even upgrades. But the scouts do run away. Woody not getting a ton of damage. I'm not even sure if Woody was able to get any buildings down. Usually at least you can take down a house or a lumber camp or force them to repair. Woody hasn't done that yet. These scouts are going towards Woody's base, though, so maybe his time to do it might have passed. But let's see if Woody can defend against this a little bit. Vil count's fairly close, 6 more for Parker and Dixon. Bloodline's coming in for Parker now. And 6 scouts. Any upgrades on these? No upgrades on them yet. But 6 scouts is formidable by itself. Woody's still sending infantry forward. Ooh, denying this market. That's nice. But he's going to lose 3 villagers here, I think. Or maybe. Wait a second. Maybe not. He's going to lose... No, this villager is going to get away. He's not going to get away. Some misclicks from Parker there. He should have killed all 3, but hey, 2's better than none. But just wide open base here. Where's the man, bear, pig walls? When I see someone place farms like this and I have scouts, I snipe the farms. 60 wood, 60 wood, 60 wood. Like, all day long. All day long, I'll take that. Yeah, and a lot of idle TC. How's Bombeater doing? Bombeater still has 5 villagers in this tower that they probably forgot about. And yeah, Woody needs to do some damage over here. It's going to get out of hand. Marker coming up on this side. I'm thinking that their economy is just a mess. And yeah, this is just a lack of walling, really. You know, just walls to the TC, or even just small wall in this end would have made a huge difference. That's one thing I've tried to get better at personally, is just walling stuff up better. Because it just makes it so you can actually go fight. And small walls are generally better than like these big walls here, because they're already in your base. You know, just wall to your TC. That's the move. Oh, there's a slaughter. Parker is taking Woody's lunch money. They did force 2 towers up. Woody and Bombeater. And Bombeater's in here with some scouts getting some damage. Any upgrades on these? Has the armor upgrade. Ooh, Bombeater noticed that those villagers were inside the TC, or inside the tower. Parker's getting some nice walling up, actually. And Ville Count's getting a little out of hand. I think we're going to see Castle pretty soon. Yep, Dixon just clicked up on Castle. Woody's trying to defend. Woody brought his army back. And Parker just needs to run away from the infantry. He's doing the exact right things, running away. Let's see. Dixon is heading up. Pardon me. Playing as the Mongols. We have more stables coming out. I think we're going to see Steppe Lancers, I would assume. Could be Light Cav. I think we're going to see Steppe Lancers. They have a lot on gold right now. What are you moving out? Where do those scouts go? The scouts are here. And Bombeater can move in and try to get some damage. Parker kind of slowly moving into Bombeater's base. And looks like these scouts are going to get some damage to Bombeater. And the walls are coming up, but definitely a little bit late. And I do this too. Sometimes I wall the back of my base first, but you're always better off walling the front of your base. Like, I don't know, something about, like, I think, like, just the way our minds work. We're just like, oh, wall the back first and then wall the front next, you know? But you're always better off, like, walling. Like, walling from here to here would have delayed that a whole bunch. And then wall over here. Let's see, Bombeater might be able to get some counter damage. I mean, this mill with all these farms out here, that's very vulnerable for Parker. And the Ville Count's actually getting pretty close. 74 to 67. It's only because Dixon clicked up to Castle Age, but that's like the timing. So Dixon and Parker both up to Castle Age. Woody's about a minute away. But Woody has the army, though. Steppe Lancer's coming out. I mean, it depends how fast Dixon can mass up these Steppe Lancers. Like, if Woody can get some damage before these Steppe Lancers come out in mass, like, could be pretty valuable. And Bombeater's over here too. Bombeater is actually fighting with Woody. I like the double team. Woody actually... Where's Woody going? Woody is going to Bombeater's base. Forward siege from Paul Parker coming up, though. And that's going to be the move. Defensive castle for Woody. Woody probably is going to switch into siege at some point if he can. I mean, 8 scouts for Bombeater. Just needs to find the damage. But Paul Parker has the camels. Town watch for Woody. You'll love to see it. I don't know if he could have, but I would have maybe like to see this castle be more aggressive. An offensive castle instead. And yeah, this is going to be the timing for Bombeater just a little too slow. If Bombeater could have got the castle earlier and then got a bunch of knights out, it's actually a GG. But once the camels come out first, you know, Franks are fairly predictable. You kind of know they're going to do cav every time. You can mass up camels ahead of time, and it makes it very, very difficult to win that. But the spears are doing pretty darn good here. Some skirmishers added in for Parker. Honestly, those spears got great, amazing value, but at the end of the day, Bombeater still lost their whole army. That's what I'm saying. I think Woody could have... I don't know where those steps went. They're over here now. Woody could have got a forward castle, I think, would have put a lot of pressure instead of this defensive one. Is Woody still on stone? I don't see where he was taking stone before either. Now the steps come in. This is a lot of pressure for Bombeater. Steps, mangonels. Yeah, Bombeater just needs to make makes like pikes. But Bombeater's still in feudal. No chance of going to castle. I mean, the tower, at this point, the tower's not going to do it for you. Woody might be able to get some damage here, though. It's still 1 TC. 2 TCs for Paul Parker. But yeah, Bombeater is pretty much dead here, though. The other thing for Bombeater, like if you watch his back, is get fletching at a minimum and bodkin arrow just for your TCs, because then you can range the mangonels. I think with just fletching you could probably range these mangonels. These are 7 range and the TC is 6. Double check that. Yeah, TC is 6, so it could work. Woody's put in some decent work over here, but his teammate's dying. Woody might take this TC out. TC's at 460. Villagers are repairing. If Woody was just like a little bit quicker with all this would have made a huge difference. Yeah, TC's going down. With the Woad Raiders, Woody's not giving up here. Unfortunately, Bombeater has a 1 villager running into the corner. Hey, you can come back from 1 villager. All you need is 1. Dude, one villager and a dream, man. That's all you need. These towers are actually doing a pretty decent job of protecting, like, what's left of Dixon's eco. Dixon's at 22 villagers. Unfortunately, unfortunately for Woody and Bombeater, Parker has a great boom going. And this is when I come over and I build a town center on these farms. That's the best. Nothing is better than building a town center on your enemy's farms. Like, literally nothing. It's literally the best thing in the history of the world. Parker's going to try to come over here to clear up Woody. Dixon's down to 15 vills. They're all in these towers. 5, 5, and 5. But Parker should be able to clear that up. A single villager and a single lumber camp. What's Bombeater's res look like? 25. And good GG call. You know, don't drag it out. I think if Bombeater was able to hold just a little bit longer, it could have made a difference, but it was a tough situation. Woody was buying and selling a lot. Dixon was selling, was buying something. G to the G. They have one more game left. They're gonna play. It's a best of 3. It's not best of 3. It's play all 3. So I mean, Dixon and Parker definitely the better squad, but it's not as far apart as as one may think. Let's see if they have another lobby up here. After this, I have to go cut my grass. My girlfriend asked me 3 times today, have you cut the grass? No. No. I didn't. Am I supposed to? Answer, yes. Yes, I am, because I said I would. All right, let's see if they can get the game going. I'm really rooting for Woody and Bombeater to take one game. I don't want to see them get swept twice in a row. I'm also happy that they're just playing, because Woody has had terrible luck with his partners dropping out for their own non-game related reasons, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. You know, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's more important things in this game. But it just happens to be that they're all Woody teammates that happen to do it. The Magic beat the Pistons. Okay, interesting. I mean, is there a reason no one after they play with Woody, they need to take a break for their own well-being? Is there a reason? I don't know. Yeah, it's always better just to have, like, the same teammate for sure. It's more fun too. Like, Bombeater and Woody have never played a 2v2 together until today. They didn't get any practice games in. You know, you can't build chemistry that way, you know? All right, we have Arena. Oh boy, Turks and Romans. You gotta ban one of those if you ask me. Turks and Romans from Parker and Dixon. Dixon Romans, Parker Turks. And then we got Gurjaras from Woody, and then we have Spanish from Bombeater. I like Arena. I like the Spanish pick a lot. I think you can put a lot of damage on with the castle drop into conks. Like Spanish castle drop into conks into GG is just, it's an OP strat, you know. It always works. It's not hard to do. I don't know how experienced Bombeater is with it. Like he's still learning build orders and things like that. Now Gurjaras are an interesting one. Gurjara, all right. I'm gonna say it. Gurjara start is a harder start in the game because you have to constantly drop food off. Also, you want to garrison all of your herdables, so you want to find them as fast as possible. It's complicated whether you take, you know, 1 or 2 out to eat them or not. Like, it's a very difficult start. The Gurjaras, it's a lot of micro because you're constantly dropping off food, essentially. But once you get to about this point, it kind of evens out a little bit. Now, Dixon as the Romans. I mean, they have better eco. The scorpions are very strong with them. They're discounted scorpions, and they have no minimum range, I think, or like less minimum range. Minimum range reduced, right? So that's very solid. The Turks, so you can do, interesting, getting Loom. It must have got housed. Parker must have got housed. That's the only explanation. But the Turks, gunpowder is just incredible. You can fast imp with them pretty, I wouldn't say easily, but it's very doable to fast imp with them. And they're just a very strong civ. What's their civ bonus? Gunpowder units train 25% faster. And then their castle tech, their imp castle tech is the bomber towers, bomber cannons have +2 range. So pretty solid. They also get camels, which I like. Sometimes you just want camels. But they changed their colors this game. Parker is in the yellow, whereas Dixon is in the blue. And that's just what you want. 4 on... I used to do 3 on wood, and then I discovered 4 on wood is actually better. Although Parker is doing something a little bit different, though. Parker's got 2 on wood right now. What's Bombeater got? 4 on wood. Bombeater just needs to organize our base a little bit better. Like put the lumber camp a little bit in the middle. Probably better off actually putting it over here where you have like kind of an indent. And then have, you know, 2 villas on one side, 2 villas on the other side. It actually makes a big difference. Also, just going to throw it out there. If you build a lumber camp and you build it with 1 vill and have the other vills chopping wood, they should finish right around the same time. And if you pay attention to them, you can like have them just finish the lumber camp, and then you get an extra like 20 wood or whatever. Same thing with berries or gold. Like just have 1 build the actual building. That's a pro tip, you know. I learned it from the pros. Also, take your bunnies. Build a mill on your bunnies, or if you want to do the old tunnel, you can do that. But you're definitely better off building the mill on the bunnies, I think. Yeah, long walking. Long walking the bunnies I don't think is great. I do like taking the bunnies with 4, though, but you do 2 on one and 2 on another. Yeah, everyone put a mill on the berries and not the bunnies. Unless you have like some kind of like berry bonus. What they really need to do is give a couple of teams bunny bonuses. You know, like what civ is known for eating bunnies? Like what culture? What is bunny meat called? I'm not sure. I want to say mutton, but I think that's sheep. So yeah, like here, like you're always better off having 2 on one and 2 on another one. And if you shift like hold left trigger and then just like queue them up. So like, you know, take this one, then this one, then this one, and have these two. Take this one, then this one, this one. A little more efficient. Not the end of the world. Dixon clicking up. How many vills? 24 vills. They have that better Roman economy. Romans. I don't own Romans. I probably need to because their economy is just, it's still broken. It's just so strong. And I'm curious how, let's see. Value spent, destroyed. I think I want to just look at total. Do they have a total? I can't see the total. But I am curious how much, if you save anything by long carrying these. I would say definitely not, because only carrying 18, you can carry 35. When you take bunnies, you should put two on them instead of 4. When you take deer, you want to put 4. Parker going up at 24 vills, so not going to be a fast imp. Just going to be a typical fast castle. In my opinion, fast imp is better. If you practice it and you get good at it, you can hit imp by like 20 minutes or so. And it's just devastating. Getting bomber cannons out at 20, like instantly at 20 minutes. And it doesn't matter if your castle drop because you're getting bomber cannons out. So you can just push it back generally. Yeah, definitely some of these build orders seem a little bit sloppy compared to ideal. Bombeater taking a message out of Woody's book, putting the mining camp right next to it. Let's see if Woody did it this time. This one's a lot better because on the corner, it's still pretty efficient, especially when you only have like 2 or 3 on it. That's actually pretty darn good. And everyone's on their way up. Looks like Bombeater is getting loom and then going up. Let's see what their res looks like. Bombeater's still a little bit behind res-wise, but they're going to get it from the bunnies. So they're going to be okay. They're going to regroup on it. Dixon going hard on gold over here. And hard on stone as well. And I am curious what Parker and Dixon are going to do. They play together all the time. This is their like 7th or 8th Ratstack game. So it does feel like they would have a pretty well thought out strategy for Arena. Especially Arena where you're picking Turks and Romans. Dixon, sorry about that. Dixon's sitting at 800 wood right now. And that might just be for town centers. Let's see what they're going to do. They just hit castle. He's not making anything yet. And we are getting a castle drop from Woody. I feel like, okay, I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like you, okay, let me say it. When you castle drop, if you wait just like there's an exact amount of time in castle age, like when you see your opponent get to castle age, where they've built 2 or 3 town centers. Because you want them to be trying to boom when you castle drop them. You want them to fail at the boom because you're putting so much pressure on them. That's the ideal thing. So if you castle drop them before, like they add those town centers, Well, maybe they don't build them. But there's already a siege workshop out. So I feel like Dixon is prepared. But building the 2 extra TCs, though, it's going to really hurt him. Depending how hard Woody can get in there. But everyone's in Castle Age right now. We have a siege workshop coming up for the Turks. Bombeater is not building anything. I think you want to. I'd love to see a second TC at least at a minimum. And it looks like they're trying to get a castle up as well. They're about a 200 short. And that's a very aggressive defensive castle. I don't know if I love that, but it might go up. It might go up first. I don't think it's willed though, right? Woody started building too early. 75%, 50%, 80%, 70%, 90%, 90%. It did go up slightly first, but not much though. Oh, Woody needs a garrison. No, no, Woody, no. Okay, so Woody's gonna garrison. Armored elephant coming out. Oh, yeah, I like that. I think Dixon's in trouble here. I think this is gonna be a really good push for Woody. It depends if Dixon idles these town centers. I mean, the damage is already done because you already built them. So you wasted so much res just building them. But we're getting stables. I think stables for camels, maybe? And there's a siege workshop up from Parker. And Bombeater making a castle. Bombeater doesn't seem like they have like a sure plan exactly. They're kind of just winging it, it feels like. Where's Woody going with these elephants? And mangonels, yeah, I think you want to attack from like this side. Like even take out one of these stone walls and attack over here or from the front. I don't know. All right, where's Woody going with these elephants? He's fleeing. He's going to Paul Parker's base? Paul Parker is going cav archers, I'm guessing? Or hand cannoneers? But they're not in imp yet. Are they trying to get to imp and make hand cannoneers? I'm confused. I like this pivot from Woody, though. Woody is going to make a move. Well, I mean, basically, Woody sees that he's not going to be able to get damage on Dixon. So he's like, you know what? Let's just go see if we can get damage over here. And Conk's coming out. Conk's going to be really good. So not the fastest timing for Bombeater, but I would say Bombeater is actually playing this perfectly, making the perfect units right now. Woody with the second TC. And yeah, Woody needs fletching. If Woody gets fletching, this can't be repaired. And conks and armored elephants together. Okay, Imp is coming in for Paul Parker. And Woody is doubling. He's double audibling. He's going back over this way. One monk to heal up these elephants would be really nice too. But I like the aggression. I like the aggression a lot. Dixon is a little behind in terms of village count, and even though he's on 3 TCs. Like having only 47 vills, you know, being up only like 1 or 2 vills on your opponents when they're on 1 TC and you're on 3. Yeah, the Conks need to target the Mangonel. The Conks get the Mangonel. This could be really good. This could be really, really good for Woody Bombeater. They just have to work as a team. And the Conks need to go target that Mangonel. The Mangonel gets close. But I think we're going to see hand cannoneers and bombard cannons. Maybe camels. The stable is just throwing me off from Paul Parker, like what he's going to do. But he already has a siege workshop. He's going to get instant chemistry. But yeah, the Conks need to come in and assist. This is just bad timing. This is just bad timing. Was that trample damage from the armored elephant? But yeah, these Conks can get a ton of damage, though. I don't know how good Bombeater's micro is going to be. So far, not good. So far, pretty bad. But if you can keep making Conks, he stopped producing the Conks. You got to keep making them. Once you start, you got to commit. Just keep making them constantly. Because this is gonna get bad over here for Bombeater pretty soon. They had it. They just weren't working as a team. They're gonna get their chemistry right though. They're not the Turks. They don't get instant chemistry. They have to play together for a while to get it. This is their first couple of games. I hate going up against Conks. I hate it. I feel like nothing counters them. And the hand cannoneers and the bombard cannons. No conch production? No, what's going on here? 7 conchs on the field. Woody's on 4 town centers, by the way. Like, I haven't really shown his base, but on 2 here and 2 here. And he did end up getting fletching, so that's solid. But this is going to be tough to deal with. Woody's going to have a nice boom, but I think it's going to be deja vu and his teammate's going to be dead. And that's just not quite enough conchs to deal with this. Hand cannoneers are like conchs dismounted. They're like dismounted conchs. Archery range and a siege workshop going up for Bombeater. I'm gonna add a second TC. And Yellow's only on 2 TCs himself. What's the Vil counts look like? Vil counts actually pretty close between the 2 teams. But the army count, I mean, this is just gonna steamroll, I feel. I don't know if Woody can help is the problem. And Woody's castle just went down. And yeah, the conchs just don't, they can't get close enough to the bomber cannons to even snipe them. Woody is going to Imp, not going to have a castle though. And he's going to lose most of this forward base, it looks like. Pardon me. Well played from Paul Parker for sure. Dixon as well. I would say Woody and Bombeater well played as well. Bombeater is just a little bit behind. Just a little bit behind these guys. I think just a little more time, and he's gonna be there. G to the G. G to the G. Let's check out some stats here. That's gonna be it for the cast. Double set from Woody and Bombeater. They played Seth and Man Bear Pig, and then they played Paul Parker and Dixon. Unfortunately, went down 3-0 in each one of them. But, you know, that's how it goes. Dixon is on auto eco, in case anyone's wondering. Wait, is it one more game? Wait, oh, you're gonna play Woody and them again? You guys played 2 games, then they played Dixon, and then they're gonna play you guys again? Is that what's happening? All right. Sounds good to me. Let's stick around then. If I must, I must. Oh, I'll take a quick 3.
Emrin.
All right. Let me find this next game. Yeah, I'm only doing this because I don't want to cut my grass. Although I'm switching to iced tea. Arizona iced tea. I was drinking a, what is this? A blonde ale. Now I got to sober up. All right, it was Seth setting the games up before. I'm going to assume it's going to be Seth setting the games up again. They probably need a minute. Oh, okay. I guess the game is canceled. I guess the grass is going to have to get cut. So thanks, everyone, for watching. But, Man Bear Pig, can you give us a... Okay, so they forfeited the game. They played a lot of games. And I know Bombeater was playing with me like earlier today, so he's been on since like this morning. So I'm not surprised. But yeah, GG's Bombeater. Hey man, great playing. Good to see you in the chat. If you watch back the VOD, I got some tips for you. But you played I think you played pretty well. As good as you could be expected to at this stage. Donzi Bonzi, I'll see you Monday. I'm playing tomorrow too. Playing Leonis. No. Enka. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, GG's. I'm gonna give someone a raid. I got so many viewers here. We can't just not raid somebody. Who's on here? Anyone good? There's literally nobody on. English is on with one viewer. Okay, we're rating English. Hold on. English is playing with Chief Boy, Ice, Shadow. Looks like they're playing 4v4 against PC. Even if you're not gonna stay, just hop in there. He'll be excited. I'm sure. Everyone likes to get rated when they're a small viewer. 11 viewers rating in 1 minute. This is exciting. Remember, I've been rated by like 150 plus viewers before from like different channels, and man, it's exciting. Like it's really freaking. Even if I'm just like not doing anything, like it's just exciting. I don't think these guys might have just quit. I'm gonna send the raid now. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna stream my games tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean... I'm gonna hit their wood line. There's the archers. Fuck, you're right. Hold on, yeah. I found his gold. He's gonna get fucked back here. It's back here. Yeah. That was a shitty fucking... I forgot the barracks. Just got so hyper-focused because you were getting double-teamed, I was like, fuck. Or not the barrack. I know. Never mind. I put the barracks down instead of the blacksmith. Oh, sorry. Fuck you, Shadow! Eat shit, nerd! I know. I was hoping nobody saw it. Fuck! That's what I was supposed to be my blacksmith when I went up, because I could drop two stables and the blacksmith. Oh no. Mm-mm. Nah. GG no pocket. Fucking, I needed to I forgot the barracks. Or not the barracks. I know. Never mind. I put the barracks down instead of the blacksmith. Oh, sorry. Fuck you! Fuck you, Shadow! Eat shit, nerd! I know. I didn't. I was hoping nobody saw it. Fuck! That's what I was supposed to be my. That was supposed to be my. Fuck you, Shadow! Eat shit, nerd! I know. I didn't. I was hoping nobody saw it. Fuck! That's what I was supposed to be my. That was supposed to be my blacksmith when I went up, because I could drop two stables and the blacksmith. Fuck you, Shadow! Eat shit, nerd! I know. I didn't. I was hoping nobody saw it. Fuck! That's what I was supposed to be my. That was supposed to be my blacksmith when I went up, because I could drop two stables and the blacksmith. Fuck!
It's worked though. That's the thing. It's worked. Like you've got
English, right? After I read, I'm gonna see this.
Donny's top 10 now. Yeah. He's 10th. Lamore's back. Falco's in top 10 now. Elm's back playing ones. Potato's back actually grinding ones. Donald Trump's back. I think Cypher's started playing ones again, I'm not sure.
Send me an invite.
I think he stopped playing due to, like, I think he was just taking a break, like a mental health break, from what I've heard.
Someone.
Mate, you've got to love that Khmer Barrett. He stopped playing due to, like, I think he was just taking
time here.